Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She had skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. Her beauty was unparalleled, and everyone in the kingdom loved her. But her stepmother, the wicked queen, was extremely jealous of Snow White's beauty. The queen owned a magical mirror and often asked it, "Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" For many years, the mirror always replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest of them all." However, one day, the mirror responded, "Snow White, my queen, is now the fairest of them all." Enraged, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. But the kind huntsman couldn't bring himself to harm Snow White. Instead, he let her go and urged her to run away. Snow White fled deep into the forest and stumbled upon a little cottage. She knocked, but no one answered, so she let herself in. Inside, she found 7 tiny beds and realized that the cottage belonged to 7 dwarfs: Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey. When the dwarfs came home, they were surprised to find Snow White, but they welcomed her and offered her shelter. Snow White lived happily with the dwarfs, helping them with their chores and bringing joy to their home. Meanwhile, the queen discovered that Snow White was still alive and devised a plan to eliminate her. She disguised herself as an old peddler woman and visited the cottage, offering Snow White a poisoned apple. Unaware of the danger, Snow White took a bite. Instantly, she fell into a deep, death-like sleep. When the dwarfs returned and found Snow White, they were heartbroken and laid her in a glass coffin in the forest. Time passed, and one day, a handsome prince rode by and saw Snow White. Captivated by her beauty, he leaned in and kissed her. Miraculously, the kiss broke the spell, and Snow White awoke. Overjoyed, the dwarfs and the prince celebrated her return. Snow White and the prince fell in love and soon were married. They invited the dwarfs to live with them in the palace, where they all lived happily ever after.